The first program that we're going to look at here is a simple 3-line program used to convert an amount in inches to centimeters. I'm going to go ahead and run this program. Please enter the length in inches to convert to centimeters. I'll say 2.25. 2.25 inches is equal to 5.715 centimeters. Then I could rerun again and of course choose a different amount, and I will get a different conversion. A very easy program, pretty straightforward, pretty simple, the kind of program that you would write in your first assignment or two. Here's a slightly more complicated programming example. This program will loop multiple times asking the user or users to enter their favorite color of red, blue, or green. Each of these votes will be individually tallied. When the user is done entering their favorite color, the input portion of the program can be stopped by typing done. The program will then display the final results of the voting. Let's try and run this program. I'm going to, inside of quotation marks, because that is what the program requires, vote for some of these 3 color choices. When I'm done, I can simply type in done, and the program will display the results of my voting. I'm going to try to run this program again. This time I'm going to point out a couple of differences. I'm going to type blue, all in lowercase, blue with a capital B, and blue all in uppercase, followed by done. And again, the program will output the correct results. I will run the program again. This time I'm going to type red, followed by yellow. There was no yellow option for me, so the color choice was not red, blue, or green, and I also did not enter done, so the program will just continue on. And if I would enter something like B, capital L, capital U, small e, even though it is blue in this particular program, it would not count this value, and it would again tell me that it was not red, blue, or green, because it was not entered as either all lowercase, all uppercase, or a capital first letter. This program could certainly be expanded to include many other colors, but for now the program will only calculate the results of those 3 colors. Let's zoom in on this program a little bit, and we'll take a look at the blue color option. We will learn about variables. In this case, our variable is something called string favorite color. And as long as the string favorite color is equal to blue with a capital B, or all uppercase blue, or all lowercase blue, we are going to add 1 every time a blue color has been selected. If they type in any other combination for the word blue or something like yellow or violet, it's going to output, sorry, your color choice was not red, blue, or green, because they didn't meet one of the 3 conditions for green, one of the 3 conditions for blue, or one of the 3 conditions for red. The program will continue to run until the user has entered done, again following that same standard of all lowercase or uppercase or with a capital D. Finally, students will learn about pseudocode programming. Many applications or programs will not be directly programmed through flowchart programming. These applications or programs will receive written commands, and the written commands must follow something called a syntax standard. Now each program has their own syntax requirements or standards. Pseudocode programming is words-only programming that is not written to any specific syntax standard. Once an individual understands how to write word-only pseudocode programs, taking that pseudocode and converting it to a syntax standard of an application is really a pretty straightforward process. For the Concepts of Programming course, we will first create flowchart programs and debug those programs until the desired results are obtained. At that point, the flowchart program is converted to a pseudocode program. There is no exact format or exact method for writing pseudocode programs, so there is a lot of variation in what words can be used. However, the structure, the order, and the processes are important in switching from flowchart to pseudocode programming. Here is an example of the favorite color program that was previously executed through flowcharts. Anything in green will begin with an asterisk, and it is simply meant as a comment for other programmers who look at your program. This will be skipped in any application, so anything in black is kind of the pseudocode standard that we're looking at. And you will notice that there are indentations, which certainly are important. The same variables that we used in our program with flowcharts, like string favorite color, are still used in the pseudocode program. So in the Concepts of Programming course, students will learn to write and create flowchart programs as well as pseudocode programs.